Right, it's work. Now we are live on YouTube. Hello YouTube. And hey Gabriel,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Hi Vinicius.
Hello, Fabio. How are you, man?
I'm good. And you?
I'm great. It's a sunny day in Curitiba, so it's a good day.
Awesome. That's awesome. And guys, today we're gonna talk about companies. And let me send the questions on the chat box. Everyone can see the questions on the chat box.
Yes.
Very good. We are 1, 2, 3, 6 people. I think we don't need to in small rooms. It's enough to practice. And let's get started, all right? And Diana, please introduce yourself.
Okay, sure. My name is Daiane. I'm from São Paulo. I am a host here every Wednesday
Awesome.
in the morning at 8 a.m. I am a host. I work as a data scientist. I work remotely for a company in United States. And I'm here in TNT as a talker. It's been 1 year, and as a host since the beginning of this year, since January. That's it.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, Diana. I think it's the first time we talked to each other. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, I think so. I at least I don't remember that we've
Yeah.
talked before, but yeah, that's it.
Thank you for coming. And Bruno, introduce yourself, please.
I'm Bruno. I'm from Rio. I'm a computer science student. I have 34 years old. I am 34 years old. And I think that's it.
Awesome. And where do you live?
Rio.
Rio de Janeiro, right. Thank you for coming, Bruno. Gabriel, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I am Gabriel and I'm 16. I studied English at a time in TNT, maybe 2 years, I don't know. And I'm from Campo Paulista, São Paulo. It's a small city, and that's all I think about me.
Awesome. Thank you, Gabriel. Mario?
Hi everyone, my name is Mario. I live in São Paulo. I am 60, not 16 like Gabriel. I'm married. I work with data analytics. I love sports. And Diane, nice to meet you. I hope to participate in your English tech. I think it's the morning, the Wednesday, né?
Yeah, at
Okay.
8 a.m. So
Okay.
you're gonna be
Excellent.
welcome.
That's it, Fabio.
Thank you, Mario. I would like to participate too, but unfortunately in this at 8 I'm working, but maybe when I have a day off, I will, for sure. And Vinicius, could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Vinicius. I'm 32. I work as a software engineer. I live in Curitiba. I'm married, no kids. That's it.
Awesome. I'm Fabio. I'm 42 years old. I live in a small city too named Campo Paulista. By the way, Gabriel, it's my son. And I'm here on TNT, I think, as a talker, as a host about 2 years too. And that's it for now. I think we can get down the
Fabio,
business.
this
Oh.
meeting is almost a tech meeting.
Yeah, sure.
Vinicius, Bruno, Diane, Gabriel.
Gabriel love technology.
Okay, sorry. That's it.
Yeah, very good. And let's get started, all right? And question number 1. Gabriel, could you please read for us?
Yep. If you could start your own company, what kind of company would you it be?
What kind of would you like to?
Maybe games. I don't know. It's something I like because and games is a great thing in tech. I don't know how they this in the tech, in the world of tech, the games is something is big. So I think it's gonna be great. I don't know. I think games.
Right. What about you, Diana? It's true what Gabriel said.
I think because I really like technology and analytics and data science. That's why I'm working as a data science. So I think I would like to work, like to own a company in that field. You know, some, I don't know how can I say consultoria? I have no idea.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So yeah, I think probably this field.
Or I see a cat. I know it's a cat or a dog. Both.
Yeah, it's
They're
a
both.
dog. There are
Yeah.
two dogs actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. Awesome. And what about you, Bruno? What kind of company would you like to get started or not? Maybe.
And I'm a computer science student and also a teacher to in this field of in this kind of subject. So I would like to make a company in that could combine just two side education and technology, something like that.
Very good, Bruno. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Vinicius.
It's a hard question because there's a lot of company in the world, but I guess some kind of reforested the world. You know, we have a lot of technology, but we don't use it for reforesting the world. You know, like we can be more specific, we can be more faster if you just use the AI and some stuff that already exists. So I think that if any company use AI to do this, it's more efficient for the world and make a lot of money, of course.
Yeah. And Mario?
I started in my own business 10 years ago. I opened a franchise with my wife. It's a franchise offers products in the running, fitness, beach. It's a track and field. That's it.
And your business is doing well? Sure, not 10 years, I think.
Yes,
Everything is doing well.
it's a hard work, but it's a challenge, but I love. And I am responsible for the data analytics, the franchise. Yes.
Awesome. I wouldn't like to have my own company because it's as you said, it's a hard thing to do, and I'm a little lazy. Because it's a huge company running a business, right? And for me, I think it's not a good idea. All right. Would you ever? I'm sorry. Anyone, would you like to add something else for for this question? We can move on for the next one. Let's move on for the next one. Take a look at the question number 2. And Bruno, could you please read for us?
If you find out that the company you were working or was doing something illegal, would you resign? Yeah, that's a good question. I probably yes. If I discover this, if I find out this, probably yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. We need a job, but
Yeah.
you need a honest job, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what do you think, Mario?
Yes, I agree with Bruno. If it find out about it's something illegal, certainly I will resign. I like the right, the honest things.
Yeah,
my opinion.
good. Vinicius?
I agree in some parts, of course, because if you work for I don't know, for a building company, like Odebrecht, if they do a lot of wrong things, and if everyone they working there just give up, so the company was closed. So if I could make it any difference, I will try, of course, but it's normally most of people I don't think so. Most of people just want to pay your bills, it's the reality in Brazil.
Good. Gabriel, you haven't been working yet, but if you had a job, and how do you deal with this situation?
Maybe try to report these crimes. I don't know what crimes for police, and maybe open a process, because maybe I'm working in the company, so I have my only, I don't know how to say this, direitos for about this.
Good. Thank you. Diane?
Oh, I would definitely quit this company because I think it's kind of like Vinicius said, Odebrecht was kind of the culture, the company culture. So if people they are used to do like some illegal things, can you imagine what can I expect from my manager or for the company owner? So I would definitely I would resign.
I totally agree with you. And please, Diana, read the number 3 for us, and you can answer too.
Sure. If you are applying for a job in a certain company and you realize that the employees looked unsatisfied, would you still go through with your application? Well, if I have some like options, I would not, because it's terrible when you are working in a company that you don't like to be there. You don't. Oh, it's a nightmare. So but sometimes you have no option, so like you need to pay your bills, you need the money, so you need to work there just for a while. But yeah, I think if you can choose, if I could choose, I would definitely not going to work there.
Yes, environment it's so important to you when it comes to talk about the job, for sure. And Bruno,
I would try to look for what kind of complaints and the employers are making about this company, because if the kind of complaining is something that hurts me personally, I would not apply for this company. Um, or hurt a principle of myself, I would not apply for this company. But sometime it's the employers of this company just not fit to this kind of job. It's not a wrong thing about the company itself. So I would try to notice what kind of complaints the employees are making about this company.
yes, sometimes the employees complaining a lot about the company, but it's not an opinion about every né, employees there. It's some people that it happened with my wife's job. A lot of person from her job complain a lot about the company and quit the job. But after some months, 3 or 4 employees asked to come back to the same company. Though, and it's strange because now the company is a good company, but before it's not. And Vinicius. Oh, Vinicius.
I agree with Diane and Bruno said before. Of course, depends of the company. But if you're talking about IT companies, like big techs or something like that, I probably not, because IT it's a stressful job. You need to resolve problems every time. Most of the people doesn't understand what you're doing. Like it's a complicated job, and if you're working with in a bad company, there's a lot of people complaining about it. It's not for good for your health and your mind. So of course, like Diane said, depends of the bills we need pay. But I think if I had choice, no.
Gabriel.
Like I like, I don't know, maybe it's like the situation. If I need like the guy said, if I need to pay my bills and I have no another opportunity of job, if I like it, I can't quit because I need to pay my bills. But if I have how to choose, and how have a better job, yes, I will quit. It's no I'm forgot to say the word, but sem dúvidas. And maybe this another job can pay no can pay don't can pay no cannot pay well, but I think I prefer to stay in a job I like over stay a job I don't like.
Thank you, Gabriel. Mario.
I would try to know the reasons for this dissatisfaction, and if that was an important reason for me, I would refuse.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important, as Diane said, about the environment, because you need to spend a lot of time there, right? And if you, okay, let's move on for the next one. I'm a little headache today. I don't know why. What's happened? And about number 4, if you could work for any company in the world, where would you like to work? Personally, I would like to work the company that I work right now, because I've been working there for almost 13 years, and I really enjoy work there. It's a good schedule. It's near my house, very convenient. It's a good company. I don't I don't have intention to change the job in my case. What about you, Mario?
Yeah, me too. I like my my business, but I like technology, programming computers. So I think it's Google, Microsoft. It's will be interesting, nice to work in this company.
Diana. Diane, school. I'm sorry.
No problems. Well, I think as Mario said, Google, Netflix, like these big company, tech companies, it's I think it's good because I think you work with a lot of good people, but I don't have a dream company, like, so because sometimes I see people saying, oh, I'd like to work in that company, it's my dream, it's my main goal, and I don't have this kind of purpose, because I think especially these big companies, sometimes a specific area is very good because people that are working there, you would like the way that the people work. And sometimes in another areas not like that. So maybe it's not a good fit for you. Depends on you, you know. So I think that's why I don't have this dream company, but I think it would be a good opportunity to work in this big tech.
We don't have a dream company, but what about a dream job?
Yeah, like the company where I am working now, I really like here because I like the people I work with. I like what I do. And so I think right now I am my dream job. I don't know tomorrow I don't know, but right now I think it's the place that I would choose. If I could choose, I would stay here, you know.
Good to hear that. Congrats. Good to hear that.
Thanks.
And Bruno,
I would like to have the experience to work to a big tech company, but my dream job is to make a company of myself. Not yeah, but I would like to have this experience to know how to live in a big tech company, but it's not my primary goal.
I get it. I get it. Thank you, Bruno. Vinicius?
I don't know. Maybe Tesla or Dynamic Boston, some kind of big tech with good technology that makes some difference in the world in some years, I guess. And about the job, I think I don't have a dream job, but I think the job pays for we work and we can't have a good life. It's okay for me.
Great. Gabriel. Gabriel Wayne? No, né? Yeah, Gabriel.
No, maybe I don't know. I don't have a dream company, but maybe a dream job like editing videos or something like this. But I don't have a dream company, not right now.
I get it. Thank you, Gabriel. You can move on for the next one. My computer.
Just a note, Tesla is just in person. I wouldn't like to work in a place that I need to go to the company, as Vinny said about Tesla.
Yes, that's a good point. But I think the developers on Tesla, it's all the world, so we just can work for our homes like we do like now, you know. I think it's just for managers and some kind of that works need to be in physical factory, I guess.
And about Tesla, do you that work in the field of the technology, and do you believe the best professional in this field working for Tesla right now?
I don't know if the future, but you know, in Brazil it's more complicated because a lot of the technology is not so common in all the places. But what the Tesla made it with AI, uh, copilot cars, it's a amazing thing, you know. For us, you know, you can drive nowadays, so it's not so important for you. But imagine in, I don't know, 40 years, you know, like you can drive if you're not so good, you see well or something like that. So I think Tesla will be the difference in the world in some years. It's not for the money. We just look at Elon Musk. He's a big crazy guy, you know, but how the difference the company will make in the world, you know, like AI can help the people. If you research something, you will see there's a lot of people working hard every day in there to resolve a lot of problems in the world, you know. And that's, I guess, it's my most purpose, you know, to try make some difference in the word sometime.
I see. I see. Diane, do you have the same opinion about Tesla?
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I think in most of companies that we are working, we are doing some difference in other people's life. But like Tesla, it's completely different because it's there's a word for that. Like when you break everything that and you do, the life is different because of the company, you know. Like Google, our lives is different because Google. So yeah, I think when you can be part of this kind of thing, I think it's you have more motivation.
Yes, it's huge, right? It's a huge thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do you think, Bruno? You are the tell us your opinion about Tesla right now, because
I
I'm curious.
I have some mixed feelings because
Tell us,
I'm
please.
because I'm not I'm not the person that loves the owner of Tesla. So I have some mixed feelings about this company, and some opinions of him. So I'm I'm not the biggest fan.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Thank you for sharing your opinion, Bruno.
Yeah.
And Gabriel, what's your opinion about Tesla? I'm
Um,
curious.
Tesla, I think it's a good company like Google and the Apple and another companies. He's working a lot to help, like he's producing a cell phone. It's gonna be a good cell phone, like best ever in Apple of the world. It's gonna be a good cell phone, and I don't know if I'm sure, but I think with this cell phone we can have um for the servers about Tesla,
Free
we can
internet.
free internet for
I heard
using
about it.
this phone. I don't know if I'm true, I'm right, but I think I read something about this in some place. I don't remember now. But yes, I think Tesla it's a good company. It's good for the world now.
And Mario, what's your opinion about Tesla?
Yeah. I don't know a lot of about Tesla. I admire your owner, Elon Musk. I think it's a smart and interesting guy. But I think it's a big company. That's it.
Good. And I'm sorry, but I forget who don't read questions yet. And Mario, you please, this question it's for you. Number
Yeah,
uh,
number 5, né?
number 5.
Okay, if you could change one policy in your company, what would it be? Yes, it's a hard question for me.
You are satisfied with all
Yes, I
policies?
think yes, I am. I think my co-workers are too, and we are concerned with a health and a safe environment. But I think it's tomorrow I will ask this question for my co-workers. For your opinions. I think it's better. My opinion now it's I don't change any policy this moment. I think that's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Mario. And Bruno,
Oh, yeah. If I need to change something about my company, I would like to that my company has more how can I say this, more opportunity to the employees learning more things. And there is expression in Portuguese, Formação continuada. But I don't know how to speak this in English. So I would like this kind of policy at my company that lacks about it. If you are a person that likes to study, you find a way to study by yourself in your free time. That's my case, but not everyone that works there can make this kind of effort because another responsibilities in their lives. So I would like that the company mix more to the employees to grow as a person, as a worker. I think that's a good kind of policy that returns to the company in a long run.
Good idea. It's a good idea. And Vinicius?
It's not on the company that I work right now, but a lot of companies. But I think to the balance about the payments, I do the same job. There's a lot of women at my job, and I get more payment, like because I don't know, just because I'm a man, I guess. And I think it's not fair because we do the same job, and it's I guess it's a lot of women just don't work at IT because it's complicated when you do the same job. In fact, a better job a lot of times and get less payment. So I don't know, it's so common in a lot of companies, but here it's a normal thing. And the people don't like talk about the money, don't talk about the payments, but I think it's a culture, or I don't know why, but I think if I could change this policy, it's the first one that I will try resolve in this case.
Thank you, Vinicius. Gabriel?
I don't know, but I don't know how to say this, but I think it's like don't have extra time, like hora extra. You need to stop work about if you need to stop, I don't know, 6, you gonna stop at 6 like this. I don't know.
Yes. It's important to don't work so much. Why do you think it's important to quit the job in the right time?
For the people working in the company, it's important for have time to family, have time to descansar. I forgot how to say this,
Get the
because
rest?
yeah, get a rest and some things like this.
Awesome. Thank you, Gabriel. And Diane?
Well, in my case, I wish my company help us to get a visa for United States because they don't provide this. And some companies they do. So I wish I could, like, oh, if we want to come to United States and work from here, yeah, we can help you. We help you with that, but it's only remotely.
And the company that I work in, and sometimes need to send some employees to United States and the other countries because it's an international company. And usually the company do everything to people get the visa. And the driver, and it's a driving to, I forget the word, and take the employee to get a visa and come back to the company. And a lot of people there has a visa because the company.
It's easier if you have
Yeah,
a company like a sponsor, it's easier. But like
yes.
in my case, we don't have this. And yeah, so I
Yeah,
wish I wish I had.
yes. In my case, in my specific company, I think they need to improve the system of compliance there because I see a lot of people from the same family working together in the same department. You see some privacy about this for some people, and this is it's a thing that doesn't work in so good there, unfortunately. And you can move on for the next one. Who don't read yet? I forget. I think everyone read.
I I didn't yet. I can't read
Yeah,
the next one.
yeah, please, Vinicius, go ahead.
6, right?
Yes.
If your company went bankrupt, what would you do? I don't know. Cry, first thing, I guess. Maybe. But I don't know. When we talk about IT, it's more simple, you just need to find another job because there's a lot of companies hiring another person, so it's easier when we talk about IT. But it depends on the job. It's a complicated situation. My wife worked in a company, and the owner just one day come and say, okay, we have no money anymore, so everyone needs find another job. So was a bit complicated at time, but nowadays there's a lot of companies just hire developers, DBAs, and data science, and a lot of tech. So it's more easier for us, I guess.
And what about you, Diana? How do you deal with that situation?
Well, there's nothing like there's not much I would do, but looking for another job. But as Vinny said, the market, we have a lot of opportunities. So it would be easier, even though it's gonna be like it's not so good when you try to find a job and looking for a job. It's boring. It's a boring process. But that's what I would do because there's not I wouldn't have any option but that. So yeah, that's it.
And thank you. Bruno,
Um, my case is kind of special because I work to Rio government, city government. So if it goes bankrupt, then it's a bigger problem. So I don't know if I probably I will try to live in another city.
yeah,
But
yeah, it's a possibility.
yeah.
And Gabriel, if you discover that company that you have been working, what would you do?
Uh, it's the six, right? I'm
Right.
confused. What's bankrupt? I don't understand.
In Portuguese is falido.
Oh, yeah, I I don't
Falir.
I can't do anything. I just need to choose, sorry, to share for another job because I don't know, I can't do nothing about this. So that's it.
Mario,
Well, it's
imagine you are an employee.
no, no, but I have a problem when I track and field. Um, we have co-workers and their families, and it's hard and sad when it happens. Unfortunately, in the pandemic, the COVID, I have a store in the Guarulhos airport in the international wing, and it's closed during the pandemic, and we need to close the store, and it's very sad because we have co-workers and families, but it's an extra problem. And during the pandemic, I know the same cases, and it's my case. It's very sad, difficult, and but sad because the families, the co-workers. It's. I work hard for that. It's not happen. But the pandemic, it's a particular event, and that's it.
And if it's my opinion, right? If I realize that the company has a finance problem and could happen that this company bankrupt, I would change my job immediately, because I have a friend that worked right with me in the company, and he worked for a company 10 years, some years ago, and this company broke, and he worked in there until the company closed the doors, and he doesn't receive any money when the company closed, and he needs to go a court to fight about your rights, but he doesn't receive any money. And it's better, how can I say, it's better and jump jump on, I don't know, it's making a sense, jump on the boat before the company closed the door.
Yeah, I understand.
Right, let's move on the next one. Number 7. If your company asked you to move abroad, would you be willing to do it? And Bruno?
Yeah. Sorry. I um
Take your
yeah,
time. It is.
yeah, if I would like to live abroad for, it's a kind of experience that is a good to grow as a human being, but I would like to do it, but it's that was a thing that it's not a decision that I can make only myself. I have to share this with my family, with my connections. So it's not a kind of thing a decision to make I don't know, I don't know how to say this, but without thinking.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruno.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Depends of the place, depends of the how much it's paying for that, depends of a lot of things. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not. Depends.
And say a place that you'd like to live abroad to work.
In United States.
Right. And why United States?
I don't know. I just like the place.
Awesome.
I'm close about Disney, so.
but Disney doesn't anything about work.
Yeah,
It's a horse of different colors in situation.
Yeah.
And Diane. And how you can live abroad because it's far away to live from your parents. You don't you need to take your parents together.
Oh, that's not true. My parents can stay in Brazil,
That's my kind
work.
of situation. That's my
Yeah.
kind.
What about you, Diane?
Yeah.
I wish. Depends on how, like the place that I would go and how much money my salary would be. If it's okay and it's enough, I would go for sure.
And
I think it's a good experience.
and do you have a favorite place that you'd like to work? A favorite country or not?
I don't think so. As as we talked about company, and I don't have a place that's my dream to go. I went to Canada. I went to Toronto to study English, and it's amazing. It's a very organized place, and people are very polite, and it's clean. Maybe I think I mean I see myself working and living in a place like this, but maybe I don't know, New Zealand, Australia. I think they
New
might be
Zealand.
like this as well. So we
Yeah,
live in Brazil, so
yeah.
it's not so difficult to find a better place to to live, to work, and so this Europe, North America, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of amazing place that I would like to visit too, but not to work. For me, I think I can't live outside Brazil. I don't know why it's stronger than me. And I think it's because the weather, the beautiful beaches. I think it's Brazil. It's a beautiful place to live. And but I'd like to visit, but don't to live abroad in my case. And what about you, Mario?
Uh, it's hard for me nowadays. I have I am I have and I love my family. I need to stay with them. I have sons, daughters, grandsons, so it's very hard to me. It's difficult, impossible. But if I were single, it's a possibility.
And you said about your grandsons, and you you don't look like a grandfather.
No, mas I am.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you
My
appear.
grandson. Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
I tell I need to take care because my grandson is 1 years old, and I need to I want to stay with health to stay with him. I hope.
Yeah. I
That's it.
totally, I totally can understand your point of view. And Vinicius,
Yes, for sure. Just give me the tickets, I guess. Um, I think there's a lot of company nowadays. They want to you live in another country, and I don't have any lovely country, but I think Canada, maybe Spain or Italy are a good place to live and work. I think Brazil is a great place, as you said. Like it's the weather, it's amazing here, but the violence in big cities so bad.
yeah,
Like when
unfortunately,
Yes, when you live in a big city, like São Paulo or Rio or here
I
Curitiba
think
as well.
almost all big cities has this kind of problem, unfortunately.
Yes, yes, and violence, a lot of traffic, and a lot of cars, motorcycle.
The
You
terrible government that you have.
Yes, it's that's why the it's the a lot of people, there's moving abroad, because it's not like because of the money. Money, of course, is important, but it's different when you have a life quality. Like
Yes.
we can run in the morning, and we don't just need to think and if someone will steal you or will try kill you or something bad, you know and that's why I guess the Brazil, it's complicated nowadays to live.
Yeah, I
It's
totally agree.
I think when I was a teenager, I just have a dream to live in USA, because I seen the movies and that stuff. But nowadays, I just think about the Canada or Spain because of the life quality. The people live as well. They don't need to be rich. Have we don't need to have a big house or a big car, because the life quality it's better. There's less violence, I guess. Violence, there's any place, but there's less violence in this kind of place, I guess.
Yes, I have a couple of friends that moved to Portugal, and they have been told very good things about to live there, about health care, about safety, and I think the biggest problem in Brazil right now it's about the violence, about the cost of the life.
Yes, I guess when you live in this kind of place, you don't need to be like we in Brazil, like Jason Bourne. We need to see everything around when you're running or when you're go for the job or going back to the house. So I guess it's more easy.
Right. Thank you, Vinicius. Someone, would you like to say something about these questions, or we can move on for the next one? Anyone, would you like add anything else? All right, let's move on for the next one. And let's move on for the question 9. No, 10, because it's the last questions to today's questions. About question 10. Would you rather work for a large or a small company? And I would like to start with you, Vinicius, please.
I guess both. There advantages, with small you can have literally a family, like the your co-workers be your family. But I think large companies, there's more chance to you grow up in your life and your job, so it's complicated. But if I could say, I think a large company nowadays.
Thank you, Vinicius. Mario, what's your opinion about it?
In my case, I already worked in a large company, in a bank, and was good. Currently, I have a small business and very good too. I think it's always a grateful learning, regardless of size of the business. My opinion.
Yes. Gabriel, would you like to work a big company or a small company?
Depends of the job. If I work in a large company, I gonna do a job I don't like. Maybe I prefer stay a small company and receiving doing something I like this. That's
Thank
it.
you, Gabriel. Bruno.
I like both kind of experience. I worked for a small company, and now I work to a city government that it's a
Yeah,
it's a large company, if you can say.
sure.
Yes. So I think the both experience is great to learning. in a small company, your work makes more difference in the company business, and it's a kind of responsibility that is due to you to deal, to learn. And in a large company, it's a good experience to know that you are a small part of a bigger group, and you need to know how to work in harmony with others part of your company. So it's too good experience, and I'm like both.
Thank you, Bruno. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Daiane,
There are pros and cons in both of the company. I worked on both, and I think the problem in big companies, I think the main problem is there are many bureaucracies. So everything is so slow. Even to have an access to a specific system, it might take like weeks. So it's complicated. So right now I'm working in a small company. It's a startup, and it's pretty good. I think I enjoying most because things are faster, and things happen faster than you do a bunch of things, a bunch of different things, and maybe, oh, today I'm gonna do this thing. I need access to a database, so I just connect to a person, and this person give me the access right away. So I think it's you feel like more productive, you know. So
yeah,
right now I prefer small companies, but I don't know.
yeah, I
Maybe
think it's
tomorrow.
more familiar, more personal.
Yeah, I think you when you need to solve something, it's faster because you talk to a person and you can access, you can um, have the access, you can, you can. It's faster.
Very good. Guys, the time is over. I would like to say thank you for everyone to come in. And Diana, please tell again about your meeting, about your tech meeting.
Sure. It's all every Wednesday at 8 a.m. So in the morning, we talk about tech topics.
Yes, I'm sure that it's a great meeting. I'm sure. Thank you guys for coming in this meeting. I'm so happy to have this conversation with you, and I hope see you again in the next meeting, right? Have a good one. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fabio.